Hey guys, this is Primeval, back with part 11 of my Shoshone playthrough. So, looks like we're getting public schools online. We have a bit of a situation with Grand River. This turn we only have to deal with the cavalry, but next turn we could potentially have two Great War infantry at our doorstep, ready to capture the turn after that. So, we have to make sure we'll be able to kill any Malay units get beside Grand River, because losing Grand River would be, well, it's not acceptable. We're getting all of our oil from Grand River. So first things first, let's go and take that cavalry down. So I took the instant heal on this rider here because I think I'm going to need him next turn to deal some damage. Let's see now. Looks like I can move some of my units away from Gashuti here. The Zulu are heading for Nippur by the looks of it. So let's have a look at what's going on at Mbaza, Congo. Well, we can use this guy. Okay, so there aren't any units here. I can shift these artillery into position to take back or liberate this city-state here. Triplane done. I'm going to want Great War bombers. And actually, what I should have done last episode was as soon as I had flight, I should have gone and purchased a whole bunch of Great War bombers. So let's go do that now. The Iroquois have become influential, probably with us. Yeah, alright, so that would be a problem if we had chosen a competing ideology, but since we've gone with freedom, it doesn't really matter that they're influential with us. Okay, now we've got a triplane here. I want to get him over to Grand River to protect against Huatha's Air Force, although I don't really see where he's stationing all his planes right now. In any case, a triplane has range 5, and an airplane's rebase distance is equal to twice its operational range. So, 10 hexes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, that's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if I do want to get him over to Grand River, I will need to take the range, which pumps him up to 7 operational and 14 rebase. And I'm going to be using these guys for interceptions, so I'll go like so. The Great War Bombers have a range of 6, so rebase 12. Getting them over to Grand River via Geneva will be fine without taking a range upgrade. So we'll go bombardment and air repair. Air repair lets them heal even if they've moved or attacked that turn, and since the Great War Bombers don't really have a lot of strength compared to, say, bombers, that healing every turn is extremely important, so that you can use them every turn. Now, I should probably bring this rider back. He's not exerting any zone of control, so he's not within air recon range of Onondaga, but this Great War infantry will provide vision to be struck down by Great War bombers. So let's go and pull back here, maybe to here, or perhaps, yeah, this is probably a fine spot, although if I am worried about units approaching from this angle, I might want a horse unit closer to that area. Zulu now have bombers, or Great War bombers and triplanes, which means my frigate fleet isn't so safe here anymore. Let's pull back. Or we can stick around, gain a little more experience, but I will need to pull these guys back at some point, probably next turn. Let's finish our railway to Timok, and we've got a cargo ship. So I was working on trying to get Samarkand as an ally. They'll be pretty important in helping keep the Zulu busy, and also, if they turn on us, it'll be big trouble. So let's go and rebase the cargo ship to our capital, and then next turn we'll set up a trade route to fulfill that trade quest, and then we should be in a good position to pull off a high probability coup. What's happening on Onondaga? Cavalry. He's got definitely a couple nice wonders for the culture victory, a lot of great works, even a hotel, broadcast tower. So, while we're not looking great for the culture victory at the moment, if we can take on Onondaga, maybe things will be a little better. I haven't actually done the culture victory yet, so I don't know how realistic that is. But the spy isn't being too useful in Onondaga. Is there a city-state that I'm having trouble holding on to here? So we've got... there's nothing we're about to claim. Genoa, 83. Byblos, 160. Mbaza Congo, once I liberate them, I'll have a whole lot of influence there. And Tyre, 141. Okay, so the city-state I'm in danger of losing is Genoa. I'll just go and move this guy to Genoa. Okay, artillery. And this rider, let's go, I guess he can wait there. No, I'll bring him closer to Grand River just in case we need those guys to take care of any approaching Malay units. Okay, that all seems fine. Actually, let's see if we can sell some more things. Trade. Okay, so Gandhi has a diplomat in our capital, and we can actually sell him our votes for cash if we're friends. So we could sell him our votes for things other than lump sum gold if we weren't friends. So we're both followers of freedom, so I'm sure he'll pay me to vote against autocracy. Okay, I also threw open borders in there since Gandhi's also following freedom. It doesn't really matter if he becomes influential with us as well. So of course open borders gives a bonus to tourism. Now, is there anything I can sell here? I can sell silver for 240. And the oil I want for the Great War Bomber. Now, the Great War Bomber costs 180, so I need 51 more dollars. Geneva. I am happy with Geneva having these buildings. Grand River. Might not need this stadium, although I am low on happiness, and Grand River's still growing. but it doesn't have much in the way of production, at least while I'm working these gold tiles, and I do need the gold. So, maybe I'll sell the factory. That saves me 3 maintenance per turn, and gets me enough to buy another Great War Bomber here. Okay, that's good. And work on a well. Okay. So Nebuchadnezzar has denounced Ethiopia, and so if I want to try to maintain good relations with Ethiopia, I don't need to go and be messing with Nebuchadnezzar there, especially since he's probably going to die soon. Frigate was bombarded by a Great War Bomber. Grand River hit by bombers. Lumber mill was pillaged by an artillery. We've discovered electricity and a number of sources of aluminum. Very nice. We hooked aluminum up right away since we unknowingly settled a citadel there. And we also have some aluminum by Gaetica. Okay, so we need to destroy these 2 Great War infantry and this cavalry. Otherwise, we lose Grand River next turn. Okay, so we can deal 18 damage here. This guy's got 14, 21, 29. Okay, that's good. That's good. Looks like we really did need these riders. So we'll pull back there. And looks like these riders are going to get destroyed next turn. Okay, so public school done. We'll want to go and employ someone there. And let's get started on a privateer. Maybe we can use the privateer to capture some submarines as prize ships. But anyways, we're going to want some melee units to supplement our frigate fleet here. Since, well, the Zulu have an air force rolling now, so we probably can't get much done in the Navy on these cities. But if he does capture Nippur, which by the looks of it, he really wants to, and if he has enough units, he definitely will be able to. The easiest way to retake Nippur will be via privateer. Okay, want to get that trade route going with Samarkand, and 16 gold as well. That's also a bonus. Okay, we got the triplane. The Zulu have a Great War Bomber there, but by the way their units are positioned, they're probably going to attack Nippur. So let's go and get this triplane over to Grand River, so we can provide some air defense there, because I know that Hawth has been sending his Great War Bombers right at the city. We can wait here to heal up. Dealing our damage. Let's see. Go pillage. Set up and could hit Ambasa Congo or take down these artillery. And I should probably soften up the Great War infantry here for next turn. No, in range we should have enough. Let's instead weaken up some of these artillery. No. The Grey War infantry are much more dangerous. We really can't lose Grand River here. And we'll push forward with the riders. Go and improve that aluminum. We don't need to be working that though. I want to keep growing here. And the bombers will need to go and rebase. Not in range for Gashuti, so I'll have to go via Timok. And stroll over this way. May as well pillage for a little gold and get to full health here. Is there anything else I can sell? Coal for 45 and aluminum for nothing. Could sell salt, could sell aluminum. But still not anywhere close to having enough to buy another bomber. Okay, Grand River looks safe for the turn, as does Gashuti. I do want to finish that well. We do need more oil if we want to keep on pumping out Great War bombers. You'll pay for that, Elizabeth. I need some Arcand. Shaka wants peace for the low price of all my cities. I don't think so, or at least all of these cities. Grand River took 3 hits. Hits from artillery destroyed some of my riders, as well as a hit from a Gatling gun. Triplane hopefully did a bunch of damage to those Great War bombers. At the moment he's got an air force that is composed mostly of triplanes. Oh, and there's a caravel here, which could put my trade routes in danger, so I want to definitely go and kill that. Okay, so we've got to kill this Great War infantry. Excellent. Here we can take the instant heal. Start working in Congo down. And curve around like this. Congo is no longer in resistance, so it will have the range attack there. Intercept. And we'll just hang out here for now. Looks like Samarkand is about to capture a privateer, or a ship of the line here with their privateers. So if I leave them on their turn, they could have a ship of the line, but let's just go and coup them. I grab them as our allies, and they can start dealing damage to the Zulu here. Okay, Great War bombers can't rebase to Geneva or Grand River. We'll go to Gashuti. Okay, that's fine. We steal attack in 23 turns. He's got a constabulary, so that's slowing things down a little. It's a pretty nice city. 43 population. Alright. So, the Iroquois and Ethiopia made peace. Our Lancer was totally destroyed by a Great War Bomber. Grand River also took its hits. And was destroyed. Our fighter, or our triplane, is providing air recon, so we have vision on Mbaza Congo. If I do want to break that down here. Let's see, do I have a unit that can capture that this turn? No. So instead, we'll just go and deal damage to the artillery, and looks like the Iroquois have given up on Grand River, at least for the moment. I would like to go and pillage that trade route. Let's inch a little closer with the rider. Step forward and set up. Okay, triplane. We'll go and rebase to Grand River and start production here. We finished the public school. Go and employ ourselves there and get to work. I do want Great War Bombers. Let's go for another Great War Bomber here, and we could go for a Great War Bomber. There, it wouldn't start with any promotions. Another option would be to go for a Rider. They've proved fairly effective as well. Let's just get started on a bomber. We've got 2 triplanes and 1 more on the way. The rest of our airplanes will probably be bombers. They're much more effective at dealing damage. And let's start working on a road towards Nippur here. Decisive victory, eh? We'll just hang back there. Artillery. So retreat you to go heal up. But we can definitely go and deal some damage here. Okay, Great War Bombers could be helpful in cleaning up the Zulu. But I think there's definitely an urgent need for at least 2 of them over in Grand River. They have to go via Geneva. This guy can go and take out that rifle. Alright, all of that looks good. Checking the comments. Deco Boreal asks why he often sees in DDLPs people aiming for artillery pushes. And so we do have the happiness to spare here. I'll accept that deal. The reason for that is that artillery, since they have indirect fire and 3 range, can be very effective at dealing damage. You can focus fire on the most important units, and so you can use your human intelligence way better than the AI could. And by that same token, Great War Bombers are also very powerful. So the reason an artillery push is very effective on Deity is, well, they're a good unit, but also the AI tends to pick up artillery later. They usually aim towards the upper end of the tree rather than the lower end of the tree. And so you can often have a period where you have dynamite and artillery way before the AI does, and there's a window between when you get artillery and they get flight and replaceable parts where you can deal a lot of damage. Now in this particular LP, I didn't really aim for dynamite. I didn't beeline for it, and I wasn't. This game I've just been sort of muddling through, trying to figure out how things go in Brave New World. So I didn't get artillery as soon as I could have, and I didn't really push as hard as I could have with that artillery. Now, I was able to capture Grand River and destroy a bunch of bombers, but since then I haven't really done anything too effective with my artillery, except for defend Grand River, which is pretty important since it has all the oil, but not really the most exciting, and I haven't really made too many gains. I need to hold on to Grand River so I can get my own Great War bombers up, and then we can really start making something happen. Our Golden Age has ended. We've got another Great War bomber online. We finished our privateer. Well, let's get +1 movement, and may as well grab Coastal Raider 2, since I'm planning to use this guy mostly for city taking. Getting a little extra gold, I guess, would be nice. Here, up next, I could... Let's go and grab ourselves... let's go for another privateer then. Or I could work on a Great War bomber there as well. Yeah, let's go for a Great War bomber. I do have an armory here, so I could at least get 2 promotions. Now, alright, so first things first, let's go and take down Baza Congo. I think this should be enough to take the city. Yes, we'll go and liberate the city. We've got another great general. Let's bring him over to the front lines. Okay, triplane, intercept. Got another oil well done. Let's try to get over here and mine that. If we go over here, we'll get 100 gold from pillaging that trade route, but that rider will almost certainly be destroyed, so I think it's Huatha's lucky day. We won't be dealing any damage or pillaging his caravan today. Bombard. Great War Bomber looks like his job here is done. Let's go rebase down towards the Iroquois, work on that road, and start rebasing either towards Gashuti to deal with the Zulu, or towards Grand River via Geneva. Samarkand could be in trouble here. I might need to use my frigates and Great War bombers to protect it. Okay, Nippur will probably fall this turn, yes. Gashuti took a lot of damage from Great War bombers. Our artillery took damage from Great War bombers as well. Yep, so this guy barely survived that barrage. We'll have to go and pull him back then. Let's go into the city to heal. It's a triplane done. Let's go and grab ourselves a Great War bomber here. I do have an armory there as well. We'll go interception. We could grab range, but I think I'll use this triplane to exclusively at Gashuti, so I don't actually need the range to get over to Geneva. We'll go intercept, and the artillery doesn't actually have any targets, so we'll skip that. Now, since Shaka does have the, what's that, 9 Great War bombers, these frigates are actually in a bit of danger. We'll have to pull them back a little. Say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's probably safe there. Great War bombers. So there's this privateer. 3 turns to get over to Nippur. Great War bomber. And we'll slide in over here. Okay. Start cleaning up some of these units. Let's get another oil well going. Grand River really is our source for oil. That's 3, 6, 13 oil off of just the one city. And then we're also getting some oil from Samarkand, 4 oil there. So hopefully we'll be able to defend that, stop that from being pillaged. Got a Great War bomber. We can go and rebase to Grand River. And the artillery, we could go and bring back around to Gashuti, although, well, how many? I have 1 triplane on interception. So these artillery would actually be very vulnerable to being destroyed by the Great War bombers here. He doesn't have any triplanes with air recon to spot my units though, so maybe hiding an artillery back here would be okay, but I think I'll bring this guy over to Grand River, since Grand River is a lot more important as our source of the 13 oil. So we definitely want to pull this rider back since he's taking a lot of damage. Let's drop him right beside the city to heal up. There's no one we can hit here. And that's pretty much the turn. I think this is where I'll end part 11. So in this part, we mostly just defended against the Iroquois and very light attacks from the Zulu while we got our Air Force online. At the moment we've got 3 Great War bombers at Grand River plus 2 triplanes, a Great War bomber and a triplane at Gashuti, and we are working on 5 more Great War bombers. So with those bombers up, we should be able to do a lot of damage in the next episode and start pushing on either Onondaga or capturing Babylon and Nippur, and probably both. Alright, Primeval signing off.